you. I'm proud of 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 you. Yeah. Spinning from uptown, I bought a bus down. Yeah, oh, then I keep to my spinning loca in the kitchen. Puzzle, we gon' like we Sammy Sosa. Put that Billy to the limit, you can smell a odor. Spinning, call me when I'm pulling up in that two-door diamonds, different color. Uno, all these hundreds on me, mommy made my pockets look like sumo. I got money out there. Kick it like it's judo, let you. And when we get in mode, I'm a Cujo. Oh, heard they tryna steal it away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Saw my watch, she let away, I flood it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what deep in about. Whoa, pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Willis around just in case y'all forgot. They been trying to stop the way, but the way don't stop. Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby. Head high, cause I'm holding up my crown, baby. Never told, even through the ups and downs, baby. And if I baby, only way I double crosses. I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Demon low, mommy like salsa, we can dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa. Heard they trying to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Mavericks taking on the Heat. For Dallas, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Heat, Mavs, only here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to tonight.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. And they're dealing with 2 injuries. One of their stars is out. No doubt that'll have an impact on the game.
And for Luka Doncic, 2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Seth Curry is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And for Miami, Myers Leonard is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
And for the Heat, the offensive production over the years just hasn't been there consistently.
Let's just look at last season, for instance. 26 in the league in points. They tried to make up for it with a great defense and rebounding. But if you're not explosive offensively these days, it just keeps your opponent in the game.
Outside Curry. Out to Hardaway. Launches a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Nunn passes to Leonard. Hardaway against Robinson. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Here's Nunn. Brunson covering. Clock at 6. The pass to Robinson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Curry. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Here's Butler. The Mavericks making the shot. From the stripe. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he...
Get you some, just can't wait till I get me some.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And for Dwight Powell, missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Duncan. Then there's Drexler. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Johnson in at the 1. And for the Heat, Doncic out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Pettit in at the 4 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Passes it to Leonard. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Drexler. And good that time.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing, James. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
James, and James throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep, so we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Leonard, following the score by Clyde Drexler. Just 5 to shoot. Step back on that one and let it fly.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Here's LeBron, following the score by Clyde Drexler. Knocked loose. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Unzeld, the pass to James. Leonard on the wing. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Johnson surveying the floor. The offensive rebound, and it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shoots, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got his second bucket.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Ran up on him. I ain't said anything. I don't really give a...
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Reed out there with Wallace. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Kuzi in the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Outside Dumont. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Barkley.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Havlicek against Drexler. Havlicek outside. Miami no good on that time either.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Bradley. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Bradley's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Havlicek. That one a little long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Dumars kicks to Drexler. Outside, Rodman. And the pass to Drexler over Havlicek. And it's Drexler that time on the assist from Rodman. Drexler's got 8 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Pass to English. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Outside Dumars. The three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And, Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's going up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, they need to generate more points in the paint. The defense knew all along that they were going to shoot that jump shot every time down the court. There was no diversity in their offense. No one was able to figure out different things that they were doing. Very predictable offense, and I think that was the difference.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Clyde Drexler, what a contribution so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The Heat trail by 12. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. They've got Duncan. Drexler is out there with Johnson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Nowitzki in at the small forward position.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like when you cover a lot of football where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns. Yes. I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Shoots from the line. Doncic, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Drexler, no good. The Heat trail by 12. Doncic finds James. 1:41 left to play in the third. Good ball movement here by Miami. Unzeld, the pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mavericks leading by 12. Passes it to Nowitzki. Johnson with it. Leonard against Drexler. Pass to O'Neal, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. 2 shots. That free throw missing. A different look for Miami. Phillips comes in for Doncic. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for James. Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. Dumars comes in for Clyde Drexler. And he's good on the second. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Johnson against Arenas. Mavericks with the rebound. Shaq's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Shaq. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Reedy's checked in for Miami. Havlicek comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Havlicek against O'Neal, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Phillips from outside, and it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Shaq's got 7 points.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you. That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
And so it's Dallas, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if it... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Reed. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Chauncey Billups. Then there's Havlicek, and it's English in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Johnson against Havlicek. That doesn't go either for Havlicek. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. So both teams changing it up here. Here's English. There's the pass to Reed. Tipped away. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Rodman, and then Rodman with the dunk.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Do you see LeBron just shrug off that contact there? It's like nothing even hit him.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Mavericks leading by 16. And stolen by James. Pettit. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter. Pettit is one of the all-time greats at just battling for position and turning those misses into makes.
Rodman passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Off the left rim and out. The Heat trail by 14. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Goes back up. Pass to Pettit. But they'll get another chance.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys.
Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate, the way they did.
You know, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. A different look for Dallas. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here is Lee. Right outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barkley. Lays it up and banks it in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Arenas. Barkley grabs the board. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
At an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Changes, man, I'm talking changes. On the crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman.
Hey. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to start talking these tracks when I'm going. You still hear me talk. I ain't gonna lie. Had these maddest. Hey. No friends, I be chillin' alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking the throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chillin' alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. See them hate, that's the biggest mistake. Being great, so I see them afraid. Cheesecake, need it all on my plate. Overseas, I ain't switching the state. London ace, in it, eating a steak. Told mama I'ma give what it takes. Young boss, and I'm cleaning the slate. High risk, yeah, I'm raising the stakes. They moving iffy, they can't fishy. Young and in charge, so I'm seeing them envy. Not with the talking, I'm not with the pity. Need a it don't gotta be Nicky. Swear that I feel like the POTUS. I need me a Lotus. I'm not really fond of the Bentley. Nobody hotter, you know this, cause all of them bogus. You shouldn't tip me. I see my power, feel like I'm 50. I'm a devourer, that is a Fendi. I got them sour, still you a. They want me slipping, they want me to fall. Still like I'm Pippin, I'm standing in tall. I'm on a mission and finish them all. Special edition, I got them appalled. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. None of you next to me, this is my specialty. I'm gonna rip it especially. I gotta do it excessively. No one ahead of me, unless we talking to better me. Taking it, no, they ain't letting me. You know my energy, bitch, she could gather assemblies. Trying to compare like a simile. I got the livest sound, don't mean a symphony. Remember they tried to little me, now I got bills like I'm Hillary, don't really care if you feeling me, I know that you ain't as ill as me, changing the game and he opening eyes, knew I would do it, this ain't a surprise, work through the hating and telling me lies, still I've been winning like taking the prize, no friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone, they be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone, they be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but we think not too big of an impact for them.
And for Marvin Bagley, 2 quality players out of action. That'll be a factor. The remaining players, though, need to respond.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Bielitsa is out there with Giles, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center position. A lot of speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, oh, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. Now here's Giannis. No good from Bledsoe. Healed against Matthews. Pass to Bielitsa. Fox looking it over. Nobody near Barnes. Offline with his 3. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Outside Matthews.
Talking about you. Yeah.